So good day, ma'am. Today I'm going to discuss about different things about our subject, the forensic 5, which is the lie detection technique. Uh, First, sa first slide po natin, dito, what is polygraph? Polygraph, most commonly referred to as a lie detector, is a machine that is used by law enforcement to test the physiological response of individuals to certain questions. Despite its colloquial name, the polygraph does not detect lies, and most polygraph examiners will say that they do not test specifically for lies but for deceptive reactions. So dito nga, yung polygraph, yung common name niya daw, lie detector, which is, pero sabi naman ng mga expert, hindi naman talaga kaya i-detect ng polygraph yung paglalay ng isang tao. Kundi ang nare-record lang niya ay yung mga physiological responses ng subject. So meron tayong 4 major parts of the polygraph machine. Which is, first one is the pneumograph. The pneumograph records changes of breathing of the subject. It consists of transducers and pneumograph tubes which are fastened around the subject's abdominal and thoracic part of the body. The pneumograph tube contains certain of a volume of air as the subject inhale and exhale. The tube an accordion-like sputter contract causing changes of pressure within the tube. The changes are driven to the recording below, causing a forward and backward movement of the pivot shaft to which the recording pen is connected. So, sa pneumograph, merong pneumo 1 at pneumo 2. So, yung isa doon dito sa thoracic natin, tapos isa naman dito sa abdomen. Doon naman yun yung pneumograph nire-record niya yung respiration ng isang tao o yung paghinga. Next one is the galvanograph. It records the changes in skin resistance of the subject to a very small amount of electricity. The GSR, or galvanic skin reflex, comprises of finger or palm electrodes that are attached on the subject's finger, primarily in the index and ring finger or the palm to check and detect skin resistance towards a small amount of electricity. To operate the galvanometer supply, a current and direct mechanical movement of a 7-inch recording pen will take place. Yung galvanograph naman daw, siya yung nagre-record ng changes sa skin resistance ng subject. Next one, the cardiospigmograph. The cardiospigmograph records the changes of blood pressure and pulse rate. It consists of arm cuff. The arm cuff is placed around the subject's arm with a covered rubber bladder, part centered at the brachial artery, about an inch above the elbow, and must be inflated by a pump valve to put air into the system, which recorded in a sphygmomanometer in millimeters of mercury, generally to 60 to 80 millimeters. After inflation, the arm cuff becomes susceptible to monitor changes to blood pressure as well as pulse rate and amplitude to be sent to the recording below and be recorded by the cardiopen on the chart. Cardiospigmograph naman daw. Ang nire-record nito ay yung blood pressure ng subject. Ang last one namin ay chemograph. It is sometimes referred as a chart driving module. This is motor that pulls or drives the chart paper and the recording pen at the same time as the rate of 6 to 12 inches per minute. A chart roll is about 100 feet long, 6 inches with inch. So, basically ito chemograph, yung motor. Ito naman yung nagde-detect ng motor responses ng subject. Next naman nating topic ay why do people lie? So dito may naka-indicate na pictures which is stating the reasons why people lie. Number 1 dito ay protect someone else. Number 1 reason dito ng pag sinungaling ng isang tao, protect someone else from punishment, maintain privacy, protect oneself from physical harm, obtain a reward, avoid punishment, exercise power over others, get out of awkward situation, win admiration from others, and avoid embarrassment. So yun yung ibang dahilan kung bakit nagsisinungaling ang isang tao. So So, meron tayong iba't ibang klase ng lies. First one is the white lie or benign lie. It is used to protect or maintain the harmony of friendship or relationship. So, yung white lie or benign lie ay nagsisinungaling ka para maprotektahan mo yung samahan nyo ng isang tao o yung harmonious relationship nyo between each other. Pathological lie, it is done by a person who can distinguish the right from the wrong. So, pathological lie na may nagagawa ng mga taong may mental disorder na hindi nila mamaya. So, pathological lie, it's done by a person who can distinguish the right from the wrong. So, yung pathological lie ay nagagawa ito ng mga taong mayroong mental disorder na hindi nila kaya i-distinguish yung mali sa tama. Red lie. It involves political interest and motives because it was part of a communist propaganda strategy. Ito yung mga palaging mga ginagamit na kasinungalingan ng mga politician na kailangan niya ay mga mabubulaklak to salita. Black lie accompanies pretensions and hypocrites intriguing to cause dishonor or discredit to one's good image. So yung mga black lie naman yung mga paninirang puri, yung mga sinisiraan yung ibang tao kahit wala namang katotohanan. So meron din tayong iba't ibang uri ng liars. First one is the panic liar, a person who lies in order to avoid the consequence of confession. Sila yung mga liar na naglalay kasi takot sila sa parusa na maaaring mangyari kapag nagsabi sila ng totoo. So naman ay occupational liar. It is someone who has lied for years. This person is a practical liar and lies with has a higher pay of them telling the truth. Sila naman yung mga kaya na lang magsinungaling ng matagal na panahon kasi ang nasa isip nila mas maganda pang magsinungaling kaysa magsabi ng totoo. Tournament liar, a person who loves to lie and excited by the challenge of not being detected. So sila naman yung na-challenge sila sa pagsisinungaling para na-challenge sila na hindi sila nahuhuli. Psychopathic liar, the most difficult one type of liars. These people have no conscience and shows no regret for dishonesty and no manifestation of guilt. So ito psychopathic liars ay wala talagang pakialam at sila ay nagsinungaling. Hindi sila nagkakaroon ng guilt sa kanilang sarili. Ethological liar, a type of liar. This person lives to be interrogated and has taken a creed never to reveal the truth. The creed of underworld gums. So ethnological liars ay sila yung mga member ng underworld gangs, which is meron silang teachings na not to be a squealer. May paniniwala silang not to be a squealer o hindi ka magsasalita kahit anong gawin sa iyo. Pathological liar, unable to control the lying due to the underlying mental health disorder. So yung hindi nila kaya kontrolin yung personality nila dahil meron silang mental disorder. So meron din tayong kinds of question used in polygraph examination. The kind of questions that are used for polygraph testing have been labeled relevant questions, control questions, irrelevant questions, and concealed information or guilty knowledge questions. Relevant question is one that deals with the real issue of concern to the investigation. These questions include asking whether the examiner perpetrated the target act or knows who did it, and perhaps question about particular pieces of evidence that would incriminate the guilty person. So, relevant question naman ay ito yung mga question na related talaga do sa investigation o do sa cases na iniimbestigahan. Control question, example of control question might be, before the age of 25, did you ever steal anything from a place you work? Control questions are designed to cover a long period of time, which may make the subject even more doubtful about the veracity of answers provided. Irrelevant questions are questions which create no impact and no relation to the focus of the investigations. So, irrelevant question ay yung mga question na walang kaugnayan doon sa investigation na ginagawa. The guilty knowledge test. It is a psychophysiological questioning technique that can be used as part of a polygraph examination, which purports to assess whether subjects conceal guilty knowledge by measuring their physiological responses while responding to a series of multiple choice questions. So, meron tayong dito, didiscuss ko din yung dalawang pioneers of polygraph, which is John A. Larson and Leonard Keeler. So, John A. Larson developed the Larson polygraph, an instrument capable of continuously recording blood pressure, pulse, and respiration. It was made on a polygraph apparatus in a portable form and became the first assemblage of apparatus used by his co-workers in the Berkeley Police Department. Under the Larson polygraph, a strip of paper on which the tracings are recorded is mounted into two drums, which are turned by a spring mechanism known as chemograph. The paper is smoked to reduce the friction of the recording levers, which are actuated by many timbers. A galvanometer is placed on the right shoulder of the subject, the function of which was to indicate the pressure in the bag. The pressure bag, encased in leather cap, is strapped. Pneumograph is strapped around the chest to record respiration. This pneumograph or type of respiration applicator is still being used in some of modern instruments. Next one is the Leonard Keeler, who had gained first-hand experience in polygraph interrogation as a result of working with John A. Larson at the Berkeley Police Department. Worker devised a polygraph that used ink pens for recording the relative changes in the subject's blood pressure, the pulse rate, and respiratory patterns, thus eliminating the need for smoking the paper and then preserving it with shellac. In 1926, the Keeler polygraph came into the market as the new and improved lie detector, an enhanced version of the Larson polygraph. In 1938, he further defined the polygraph when he added a third physiological measuring component or detection or deception, the psychogalvanometer, a component that measured changes in subject galvanic skin resistance during questioning, and in doing so, thus signaling the birth of the polygraph as we know it today. In 1939, Keeler patented what is now understood as the prototype of the modern polygraph, or the Keeler polygraph. Today, Leonard Keeler is known as the father of modern polygraph. So, dito naman, meron tayong early method of detecting deception. First one is the trial by ordeal, involves the practice of settling dispute using divine intervention or God's judgment. Dito sa trial by ordeal, piniplace sa isang situation yung guilty person, which if he survived the test, he will not be guilty. But pag naman siya ay hindi niya na-survive yun, guilty siya. For example, ito ay yung kumukulong tubig, pag ilalagay yung kanyang kamay doon at hindi siya nasaktan, hindi siya guilty. Pero pag nasaktan siya, guilty siya. Ganun yung idea ng trial by ordeal. Next, dito naman ay yung red hot iron ordeal. Practiced in the Hill tribe of North Bengal, India. The accused had to carry a bar of red hot iron in his hand while he walked 9 more paces. If no bars appearing on his hand, he is innocent. Otherwise, guilty properly and harm. So dito sa red hot iron deal, yung accused daw ay magbibitbit ng red hot iron sa kanyang kamay, at kapag daw walang sunog sa kanyang kamay, siya ay inosente. Pero kapag siya ay magkaroon ng sunog, guilty siya at ibibitayin. Next one ay ordeal by balance. This is practiced in the Institute of Vishnu. A scale of balance is used. In one end of the scale is placed and in the other end is a counterbalance. The person will step out of the scale and listen to a judge to deliver an exhortation and the balance and get back in. If he was found lighter than before, then he is acquitted. Yo, kapag dito naman sa scale of balance, kapag daw dito kapag kapag mas magaan daw yung pagbalik daw ng tao doon sa at mas magaan siya ay acquitted. Order by boiling water. This order is used to point the tip in modern Africa. It consists of lifting a stone out of a boiling water with the hand inserted as deep as the wrist. The burn was bandaged for 3 days before faithful examination. So dito naman ay yung sa kumukulong tubig ay aalisin mo yung bato. Tapos yung sunog mo daw ay ibabandage, tapos bandage for 3 days. Babandage siya ng 3 araw bago ang examination kung guilty ka ba or not guilty. Ordeal by combat, arrived in England by way of Normandy. The victor is said to win not by his own strength fall but because supernatural powers have intervened on the side of the right. So dito naman, kapag yung accused ay makikipaglaban sa isang tao, kapag siya nanalo, hindi siya guilty. Pero pag siya natalo, guilty siya. Naniniwala sila na kapag nanalo siya, ay hindi lamang siya nakapaglaban kundi may tulong din ng supernatural powers. So yun lang po yung aking report. Medyo madali na po kasi 10 minutes lang daw yung video, 16 minutes na to. So thank you po for listening.